Okay. Right, well, good evening. My name's Alison Hall-Beswick and I am based in the UK. And we're just going to go, hi Jackie, we're just going to go through some team training. The team training is more for the UK team, but we'll welcome anybody that's international and hopefully be able to pick up some points along the way. We've got Angie Foreman with us, which is absolutely fantastic, who is my upline based in the States, in California, and she'll add information to where I've missed anything out. It's also an open session, your training, so therefore every now and again we'll ask questions and also give you an opportunity to ask anything you want and learn what you want from this training. What I'm firstly going to do, I'm just going to recap because last week we never recorded it. And I just want to go through the changes that we have found over the last couple of weeks whilst I was in the States in head office, and any kind of advances over this last week that we've had. So basically we're hitting a very, very exciting time because we are getting a new back office. And with our new back office, we have got so many additional features. It's going to be a 24-hour clock, so you'll know exactly what you're earning and when you're earning. You'll know how many personal customers you've got, how many you need to qualify. You'll know how many points you need to get to your next ranking or your next star status. They'll also be so easy to be able to work down your team and be able to see your genealogy. These are little bits that I've kind of seen over the last week or so, but it's just going to be so clear and so much easier. And obviously to be able to place orders and to enroll, and personal customers will be a lot easier as well. And for the UK team, we will be able to use credit card. Okay, so that's going to be a huge bonus for us in the UK. So that's very, very exciting. Now that's going to be the next couple of weeks. The last time I saw it, it looked practically finished. And I do believe they'll add certain things on as well, because I made a suggestion the other week. I don't think that'll be on straight away, but I think they will be adding things on. What they want us to do is obviously make sure that we can function 100%, and then any additional details they'll add on, every now and again. So that's going to be in the next couple of weeks, and that will really make a difference. But what that is also bringing to us is a new avenue, which we're going to look at now. Angie and I are going to look at this week of one, we're going to train up on the back office. As soon as we've got it and we can understand different aspects, we're going to train up. The reason that training has never been done before is because we've always known they've not been 100% happy with the back office. And therefore, it was just kind of a matter of waiting because everything's going to change. And obviously in the UK, we've had to do everything different to the rest globally because we've had to use PayPal. So our kind of back office training wasn't really applicable at that point in time. We've got everything listed in our Facebook group, every point to follow, and obviously you've got an upline to help you. But that will change now we've got everything officially in place with the new website. And also we have got a very exciting avenue that we can go down with our recruitment promotions, which I will get some posts for once we've got our definite name. I have sent all the names that we chose for pre-enrollees. I've sent them to George and to Lewis to look through and choose. So once we've got that name, then we can get some posts done. And what the concept is, which is just absolutely mind-blowing, what it is the fact that I'm going to call it what it's called now, but we're hopefully going to be changing it like a pre-enrollee. So instead of having a power line, ours is going to be a V line, because it will represent VTE Global. And it will mean that you can, all those people that you've spoken to, or all those people that are sat on the fence, the people that are very worried, that are waiting for this document, okay, which I've actually got emailed now, so I can put that into the groups. So all those people, you could actually share them your link, okay, and they can join our business without any costs whatsoever. We're not talking the $30 back office, we're not talking any coffee. They can come into this business and they can learn about it and see what it's all about without any cost. Now they can do that, and they have a cut-off point, same as what we do, which would be 11:59 on a Thursday evening, but for obviously us in the UK, that works out to be 7:59 AM on a Friday morning. At that point, if they have not signed up and bought one or more bottles of coffee, then they lose their position. But it will mean anybody below them, and they will have spillover below them, will move up into that position. So if I had brought, shall we say, Louise French, and then she brought Ebony in, And Louise didn't follow through, even though there was a check there waiting for her. And she'd been able to recruit people herself and got $10 each, which I'll go through with you. And also she earned in her levels as well, from $1, $2, and $3. If she chose not to join the business, then Ebony would rank up and be on my front line. Okay? But if you think of anybody who can then share the business to their contacts, their hot and warm contacts and cold contacts, and say, look, I'm looking at this business, would you have a look at it? Would you give me some questions and what your thoughts are? And they get $10 for every person who actually enrolls. Their costings would be paid for. If they're paid for one box of coffee, they could actually sign up before that Friday morning for us in the UK, and their coffee would be paid for, because they're going to get $10 for every person that they personally recruit into the V line. Okay? Also, because we're going to get paid down on 3 levels as well, we'll get $3, $2, and $1. So straight away, there's going to be money in the uni level. So they're going to see a check there waiting for them in the commissions, and they haven't even started the business. Now, can anybody see how powerful that is? How fantastic that concept is, what we're being given here. Yes, there are power lines out there, but not when it actually benefits both a binary and a unilevel. Okay, so we don't currently know of any other company that actually benefits those 2 aspects of a compensation plan. And this is because we're wanting people to earn immediately. We understand people are scared. In our industry, especially, we've had a real hitting over the last 6 months compared to other multi-level marketing businesses. And because generally, should we say, a beverage form of company. And so you've got a lot of people there who would like to know more, would like to see more, but do not want to commit anymore because they've still probably got an awful lot of debt, and they've also got probably an awful lot of product. Okay, so what we will also do for these people is we will do a training session during those 7 days, and we will just set time, so it just depends when they come into the business, or we record send. And also we will do the compensation plan as well. Okay, you'll be able to see your back office who you've introduced, so you'll be able to keep in touch with them. So once they've been signed up, say that, you know, they sign up, shall we say, on a Saturday afternoon, and then on Monday you come and go, have you seen how many people underneath you? You know, because they might have introduced a couple of people, you might have introduced a couple of people, you could even say, look, you know, I'm going to have around 10 people all wanting to do this. Do you want to get in first? So they can actually see that there is actually a spillover happening for them, and they haven't even signed up and committed. So to me, that's really exciting. That is just something that perfectly we've needed because of the situation we've found ourselves in. And purely for that reason. I think if we hadn't found ourselves in that situation, it would have been a little bit easier for people to have their eyes open, but at the moment they're scared. And we understand that because the majority of us have actually been in that position with them as well. Okay, so it's a matter of obviously giving them the faith and the confidence. And you know that your uplines are there to help you. Any of my front lines would help, I would help, Andrew would help, Lewis would help. There's lots of people there, Jane would help, there's lots of people there who'll just help you so that it can be explained more clearly to somebody if you're finding a little bit of aspects of the business difficult to explain. Okay, so before I move on to different parts, I just wondered if Angie wanted to round that up, if there's anything I missed out there, Angie, whilst you're doing your PayPal invoices.
Hi, sorry guys, I was on the phone with George. I was getting a couple of questions answered, but no, everything you said, I was sort of here listening to, Allison, sorry. But everything that you said sounded pretty good. In fact, good, absolutely good. I was trying to get the link so I can share with you guys. I think I found it, Bobby. George talked so fast. He was talking to me and somebody else, and he hung up on me on accident. So, but hold on. I think do you want to share that, Allison, or?
Do we? Are we allowed?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I just wanted to show the one video because I was asking him the video part on there about the V line, how that's going to work. So I don't know if I can share it, but I'll give it to you because I think you can share it.
I think you should be able to share it, Andrew, if you go on share screen.
Oh, there it is. Okay, hold on. Let me grab the link, guys. Hold on. Let's see. Where is it? Okay. Oh, perfect. Okay, I got it. Okay, so I'm hoping the video will play.
Yeah, it's
on
looking
here
at the moment.
Okay, can you guys see this?
Yeah.
Can everybody see this?
Yeah, we can.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, so this is going to be our website. Part of it. It's not all the way done, guys, so you guys get a chance to look at this. I'm just going ahead and just showing it to you guys. George didn't say I couldn't, and he didn't say I could. So I'm just saying yes. Let's just go for it.
When was this one recorded, Angie?
Which one recorded?
This actual video you're sharing now, or is it just?
Oh no, this is the link to our new website that we're going to have. But I think this was. I don't know where it's on Vimeo,
Okay,
the video.
Okay,
so
it's different when I saw
this
it.
Is, okay, I wanted to play this for you guys to get you guys understanding how our V-line is going to be working. And a lot of you guys understand from the old company, they had something similar, but ours is, just a little bit different. So I wanted to see if this will play. So let me know if you guys can hear this. Can everyone hear that?
Can't hear anything at the moment, Angie.
Oh, see, I was afraid of that.
It's not actually playing at the moment, though, sweet.
It's not playing? Okay, that's what I was worried
about. It's on 20 seconds.
Ah, okay. Let me see if I can bring this up on another.
I'm going to say, could we ask permission if I can put it in the group?
Yeah, hold on. I think I got it. I'm going to stop sharing that, and I'm going to go share this Vimeo. Okay, can everyone see this?
Yes, we can.
Okay, let's hope this plays. Can you guys hear this and see it?
Nothing, sweet.
Ah, this is horrible. Okay. Yeah, do you want to just share that link and just have, I put the Vimeo link in here. I'll put it in the chat.
Okay.
Can I suggest you move the cursor along a little bit, because one of the other ones on Vimeo didn't play at first and then it started to play.
Oh, well, see, it's playing for me. I just don't think it's playing for you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
No problem. If you send it on to me, then I'll share it, because I'm going to be doing this email as well now, so that everybody's got the email from tonight.
Okay, perfect. So, but I just wanted to get that link so at least we can share it with everyone and they can watch it.
Yeah, that'd be
just
great.
Get an idea of what it's how it's going to work and how it's really going to blow up your business. It really is. I mean, the more and more I was watching it and really looking at it and going over my list of just my friends that have really wanted to join, but financially, a lot of people are hurting right now, big time, everywhere in the world, not just, just here in our hometown, but other places. And when they heard about that they can join and upgrade for $1, they are just excited, really excited.
Yeah, so it's absolutely fantastic. It's just perfect for everybody at the moment in time. I think it's great.
Yeah.
So what I'll do then, before we're going to go on to the next stage of Angie feels I've covered everything on there, I'm just going to read our letter out again. Oh, you'll have to have a look on my timeline, because you'll have to see my new photograph on my timeline for me that back photograph. I've taken Dubai away now after 2.5 years. I thought it'd been there too long. Right, okay, so are we ready, guys? I went a long way for this. Headed paper, VT Global. At this time, we have engaged the services of a UK market compliance consulting firm that specialises in helping North American companies meet EU compliance. This firm was highly recommended by the US MLM attorney we have been recently consulting with. Because we're already working on this compliance process, both our USA attorney and the UK solicitor feel it is safe to proceed with sales and to trade as normal. They agree that upon preliminary review, both the product and business model look compliant. Any adjustments that are needed to become fully compliant will be addressed immediately. Thank you for your continued patience and loyalty during this period of time. We are looking forward to seeing the UK team grow and prosper, and we wish you every success. Jim Britt, CEO. Now you can all unmute yourself and go whoop whoop. Yay! Okay, so that's what we've wanted, that's what we've needed, and that's what we've got. So I've now got it from head office as an email. We had to check with Jim that we could do that. I don't want it on people's timelines. I know it's going to end up on there when it gets into somebody's hands. We understand that. But as long as we don't, it's for our use to be able to help somebody to build their confidence up in us and the company. So it's more something to be shared on a private message or email to somebody. But I'm not daft. I do understand it's going to be sent everywhere in a matter of a few days, and if that happens, that's fine, but it's not from us. Okay, so what we're going to do is just to build up people's confidence that when you are actually, what we need to be thinking of is multi-level marketing isn't all about Facebook. Okay, Facebook has really took off for multi-level marketing around 2.5, 3 years ago. Prior to that, a lot of companies wouldn't allow you to actually put anything on any form of social media. So you was going old school. It was more face-to-face. It was more chatting. And I think that's something what some people need to go back to. Okay, it's just creating that confidence. You know you've got confidence in the product because the product is just phenomenal. So we know we've got that, and that's what makes me sleep at night. You know, I'm not in a company where I've got hundreds of products and I don't know whether they're good or they're not, and they're extremely expensive and they don't last for long. We can sleep at night knowing we've got a fantastic product. That's why I couldn't carry on last November. That's why I pulled away, because I couldn't carry on with a product that wasn't any good. Okay, so you know you've got that. You know now, everybody in this business, how supportive the company is with us and what a fantastic company we're with, because we can see so many different elements of how they help, how they are there for us, how they work with us, how they change the back office. They could have left that back office and not refinanced and got another back office. They could have not moved on to fantastic water and skincare, just says, well, we'll just do the coffee and the capsules at the moment. So these people are wanting this so much for so many people. Okay, it's a proper want to help people. So what I'd like to do is just go through different aspects. One, to give you the confidence, and two, that when you're talking to somebody, you could say, you know, you could ask these particular questions. So what we're going to go through is the overall concept, and we've got a concept of 5. Let's just see if my board will work after. Do you recognise these boards, Luann?
Don't even go there.
I know. I can't find the big one, so I've got the little one. I think the big one's in the loft, so you can stay there. So what we're going to do is what makes us different. Okay, what makes us different to those other companies, apart from the big one in the fact that we're very truthful, we're very transparent, and we're very honest. And I knew that before, but being sat in the office for 5 days, from 10 in the morning to the first night we left at 5, the rest got later and later and later till 9 o'clock. There wasn't much that could be hidden from me, and there's nothing to hide. Everything is completely transparent. What you see in her is the truth, okay? So what would you say is probably the first thing, and what I always mention when we do the compensation plan, what is the first thing that you have to think about in a multi-level marketing business? Anybody can unmute.
Product.
Yes. Okay, so your first one is product. Okay, and we have got, obviously, a fantastic product. Now, it has to be a product that people want. And as we know, slimming, weight loss, weight management, sculpting of the body is a billion-dollar industry. Okay, so we've got a tick there. It's needed. We also, there needs to be, as well as it being a big sellable item, there needs to be a want for it. Now, there's very, very few men and women from the, shall we say, from the age of 18 safely, who are 100% happy with the weight, with the shape, with the mental health, with the physical health and the general well-being. I think it will be a very, very small percentage. So we've got the want, we've got the USP, we've got that box ticked, okay? And ours gives a result. How many people over the years, I mean, I must be talking 30 years of trying every product under the sun. Any product that came on the market, I would give it a go. I'd find the money and give it a go. I've been on your slimming tablets years ago where, well, you're up all night. You know, you do all sorts, and I can talk as a lady, I'm sure there's plenty of gentlemen there as well, but when you do have a weight problem, it consumes you. It consumes your confidence, your well-being, you hide behind it. So to have a product that works, one, enables us to sleep at night, but two, gives us the confidence to share it. Okay? So we have a product that gives us a result, a perfect result. Now, the other thing is, you will know, because obviously lots of us have done other businesses, and that's not a problem at all. But a lot can be gimmicky, can't they? Or they can be a fashion. You know, like I often have lots of different beauty things in the salon that I know is purely a gimmick fashion, like glitter lips or so many different things. You know, the fibre, remember the fibre mascara that was like little spidery legs? They're always kind of more of a gimmick fashion. So yes, you could earn money fast, but then, thanks Luann, but then it's not going to be sustainable. Okay, what we have here is a product that's sustainable, because as I can prove, once you've got to a weight that you're kind of happy with, it's a weight management product. So therefore, you might not take it every day, you might take it a few days, but it keeps you there. But as you all know, I don't just take this product for that. I take it for the mental well-being, the mental clarity, to give me a natural energy to fulfill everything I want to do in the day. So you have got a product there that is not short-lived. It's a product there that is suitable for men, women, all age groups. The only criteria we have is obviously under 18 and medical conditions, intolerances, things like that. So we haven't got a gimmick, we've got a long-standing product. And that's exactly the last point. It is long-standing. Okay, so you know, like, I can't name other companies, but you know, like you could have a company where you do something for 9 days, or you do something for a couple of weeks, and then you put it all back on, don't you? We've got some nods, you know, you kind of go for it for 9 days and absolutely crucify yourself and just eat lettuce leaves and drink water, and then you put on it all back on and maybe an extra 4 or 5 pounds and you're back to stage one. With our product, we've got longevity with it. Okay, because it can. That's right, Luann, it's far too expensive then to be able to keep going with that. Whereas with us, we can keep going. It's an affordable product. Okay, so I think we can say we've got the product. Now, I know I've probably generally just been talking about the coffee in the capsule there, and I think that's probably going to be the case for this particular training. Obviously, skincare and water I'll probably do as a separate one. Okay, because but it's still similar, obviously. It's still a similar concept. We're still looking at the business as a whole. Okay, so what would be the second aspect of a multi-level marketing business that a lot of people come into multi-level marketing for, that would make the difference to them?
Good training.
Pardon, Elizabeth?
Training and support.
Well, that, you know what, Elizabeth, that could be absolutely perfect for you. That could be something that is really, really important to you. I would say generally as a whole, it'd probably be more finance and compensation plan, how they're going to. But, you know, things like, I hope that the training and everything we do just help a lot of people. I really do hope that. And we're going to get different people from different companies who's had different experiences to come and do training as well. But yes, basically, if we're looking at a business, remember we're looking at the top 5 things why you would choose a business. So if you were sat with somebody who maybe done business before or done multi-level marketing, you was talking to them why they should consider Vitae, especially now we're going to have a power line. So you could say to them, look, can I just give you a chat? I've got this link. You ought to try it. You've got no obligation. Just sign up, hold your place. I'm going to be signing people underneath you. Let's catch up tomorrow. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. This call is about, so that you can catch up and go, right, you've been in multi-level marketing for a couple of years and you've had your fingers burnt. So what 5 aspects do you think of multi-level marketing is important to you? Then you discuss the product and you go, right, well, we've got this, this and this. Then the compensation plan. Okay, so our comp plan, we know, is extremely, extremely generous, okay? And it's generous because of many reasons. It's been designed to give you 3 stages of income that will gradually build up to give you money now, midway, and long-term pension. Okay, that's how it's been designed. So it is a 70% payout, which is the highest in the industry. So you've got 70% payout, so we've got that tick. Nobody's going to go, oh, well, no, I'll go for 45% one if yours is 70. Okay? You've also got to think about the majority of people in network marketing don't earn straight away, and then they jump ship and they start another company and they don't earn with that one. And there's another company they don't earn with that one. Okay? It is a matter of finding a company and sticking to it as long as you know you're in the right company for you. So what Georgia's done with the compensation plan, especially when you think that we're introducing the V-line, is our team members are going to be earning immediately. If they come in on the V-line, they will already have a check waiting for them in the commissions, and you will gain $100, that would be nice, it'll slaughter me, $10 for introducing that person once they recruit up. Okay, so this V-line isn't just building up your teams, you will be earning as well. Okay, so a lot of people quit in the first 90 days. That's what we're avoiding, because we've got first order bonuses. We've also got the fact that they can get $30 on a product that's purchased in the back office. And also, obviously, they can sell from their inventory. So they are earning straight away. They don't have to build up 250 products to try and do a product showcase. The coffee arrives within 24, 48 hours and it's out and it's sold, and they're earning immediately. Okay, so our compensation plan ticks that box, which will stop the amount of people that fall out of our system and try and go to another company and just still do the same again. Okay, and with ours, everybody earns. So whether you're somebody who's a retailer, okay, and that's you're just really good at sales, you're going to earn a fortune. If you are somebody that is a team builder, you're going to earn money. Now, you've got to remember your uni level is the level that is going to give you the long-term money. That's going to be our pension money, but that takes a long time to build up. You know, generally talking 3 to 6 months, but you've got to be thinking 6 months to a year for that uni level to kick in, where you go, that is a fantastic residual income. So that's why you've got to, don't be disheartened. You know, at the end of the day, you're talking 1 box of coffee, 2 personal customers would pay for your 1 box of coffee. So you haven't really got a huge financial commitment to this business. So stay in and work with your upline and build up so that you can actually start seeing that uni level in 6 to 12 months and financial benefit. Okay, so we've got the product, we've got the comp plan. What do you think? Well, number 3 is the fact, obviously we're earning on the 70%. So that's general wages, but obviously we'll put money there, shall we? Then we've got the comp plan, which is ×3 comp plan, okay? Which I've not known a 3-level one. And obviously they've still put so many different aspects from so many different companies and turned a couple of things on the head so it financially benefits us more as the team actually grows. So that is absolutely fantastic. And the idea thing is, no one compensation plan out there in this industry is the best one or the most perfect. So the fact we've got 3, it's a no-brainer. It's an all-winner for us, because it's best having an option of 3 than just having an option of 1. Okay, so that's something else that obviously you would be able to speak to somebody. So it's times 3, and 3 is better than 1. Okay, so if I was actually meeting somebody in Starbucks or Costa Coffee, I have a little miniature one of these that I have in my handbag, and obviously a fine pen, and I would go through this like this. I would actually do a presentation with them, sat at side of me, and go, right, tell me a bit about yourself, tell me what company you've been in, tell me your negatives and positives, your strengths, your weaknesses, because I can push your strengths or his strengths and try and build upon their weaknesses. But first of all, I need to make them realise that this is the company for them. So I'd get a little whiteboard and I would mark it out. Okay, so you need to go back to trying to meet these people. Don't just do it all through private messaging and social media. Try and arrange a meeting, or try and arrange a Zoom like this. And you could have somebody on the other side of a Zoom, and you could actually go through this with a whiteboard with them. Because then you're interacting, you're picking up on them, you can see the facial expressions, you can hear the tone in the voice. Okay, so you're not just reading a script and thinking, I'm not quite sure how they've wrote that. That either could be that they're in or they're not. Okay, so if you're actually seeing someone interacting with them, and it also gives them a chance to talk to you, so you can pick up with them a lot more. Okay, so we've then got number 4. So we've got the product, we've got money coming in, and we've got a compensation plan. Now, what do we need to make all that work?
Back office.
We need what?
Good back office.
Back office? Yeah, well, our back office probably comes with our compensation plan, doesn't it? But who's going to buy our product if we haven't got any? Customers. We need customers. Now, we've already clarified that the product's phenomenal and that everybody loves it, and then they want more. I've just had a message saying that somebody's popped by, can't make the meeting, someone's popped by for the coffee, took the capsules, and then just came back from the car and went, "Can I have what's coffee whilst I'm here?" We know it works. You know, you give those 3-day trials out and it works. And I'll tell you what Louise and I have just done today is Louise got a message from somebody we know really, really well, acquaintance that we know well. She's not in our social circle, and she wanted to try the coffee. So I said, she works at the hospital. So I said, tell her what, if she can give out 5 lots of sticks of coffee, she can have her trial free. So Louise went, messaged, went, oh yeah, I can do that. So by getting into a bigger organisation, if she can share our coffee for us, and we gave her coffee because she was going to buy, the trial £7 for free, we've actually got 6 people trying it. Okay, and if they all kind of are in the staff room and trying it together, then that could be very promising. So it's just kind of thinking out the box all the time of what you can do. Okay, so it's a matter of, we always know we have to share the product. So we need customers, okay, and this is very, very important. Like we always say, we are a customer and product-based business. So this is so, so important. It's also so important on compliancy. Because if not, you're classed as you're selling product, and it is more of a pyramid selling, and that's definitely not what we are. We've got some people hitting leaderboard in the UK with hitting between 20 and 30 personal customers. I mean, that's absolutely fantastic. We've not been going that long. Okay, so personal customers, we class them as PC, don't we? So name a business without customers. And Louise and I have clients. If you go to a bank, you are classed as a customer. You're shopping, you're a customer. If you go to a hotel, you're classed as a customer. There's not really anything out there that you're not a customer for. If you do IT, you're doing it for a customer. So we are a customer-based business, and that is really paramount, because without the customers, we haven't got business. Okay, we need the customers to buy our coffee. Okay, otherwise the money won't come in and nobody will get paid and we won't benefit from our 70%. So this is really, really important. But what we've got here with our customers is we've got a huge 50%, oh, big circle in there, 50% binary volume because we get $30 in our back office. That is a really big retail markup, really big retail markup. And obviously from selling products for 30 years, I've never come across a markup like that. So for our personal customers, we get $30. So you could say to somebody, just start on the product yourself and talk about it. See what interest you get. See if you build up customers. Because we know a lot of our customers are actually becoming team members. So they can start off that way if they don't want to start to build a team straight away. And then the team will just flow. Okay, we are customer-based forefront. Okay, so that's fantastic. And then also you've got to remember you actually earn from your customers, from your compensation plan, don't you, on your cab? Okay, so the actual compensation plan I'm going to go into each slide on a training over the next few weeks. So I'll do 2 or 3 slides, so I'll break them down a lot more for you. So I don't want to go into them too much at the moment in time. So let me just put that we've got our V line in there. So we've got our customers. So what do you think, what I'm just going to go through for your last one is, it is a money one again. We've got fast money. So which parts of our comp plan is fast money? Well, it's from our inventory. It's from our personal customers in our back office. It will be from your first order bonus and it'll be from your cab as well. Okay, so that's kind of your fast money where you're doing very, very quickly in this compensation plan. But then you've got fast money that you're leading and what you're working towards. You know, we say work, don't just work hard, work smart. You're thinking about your future. We all know that we're not going to be retired for Christmas. We all know that it's 2 to 5 years with a business. Okay, we've not been doing 6 months. So it's 2 to 5 years to build with a business to get where you need to go. But what we're going here is with your fast money, then straight through to your long-term residual income. So your retirement money, where it's coming in, whether you have 6 months off or a year off, you're still getting that uni-level money coming in. Okay, so that's what you kind of always need to be thinking of, and obviously that's kind of more from your uni-level aspects of your compensation plan. So that's what I would go through with somebody who was who understood about business or had been part of multi-level marketing before or direct sales. If they're not, if they've never done anything like this before, then that would be too much for them. Okay, if they've never done anything like this before, I would just skim through that very, very lightly by just saying, I'd talk about the product, definitely. You would talk about the compensation plan, the fact that it's 70% payout and that it's got 3 parts to it, so there's so many different ways that you can earn. Obviously it's 10 levels as well. I would talk about how much they would earn from customers, and then the fact that they can earn fast money and also build up a retirement fund as well. And keep it very, very short and sweet so that it's not too much for them. So that's kind of just something I wanted to go through with you, because I do think for a lot of us, it is a matter of going back out there. Now, the very first company I was with, I was traveling all over the country doing product demonstrations and meeting people and going through a very specific booklet. And it was all face-to-face meetings. And I think we've kind of lost that over the last 2 years. I think we are just doing everything by Zoom. And it's like me going to California. I don't need to keep going. Unfortunately, I'd love to. I'd love to go once a month. But because of Zooms, I can connect with Angie every night and go through things. Okay? So they're going to have to think of a reason why they physically need me there. Physically need me there. And then I can go through. I can even do, obviously, product training over a webinar. So the industry's just changed for us, but I don't want you to forget about the old way. I don't want you to forget about, shall we meet up for a coffee and just get a water and put your coffee stick in not 4 o'clock in the afternoon though, but in the morning, and put your stick of coffee in, and then just have that. And I always keep it on the table as well. Okay, so are there any questions on those aspects that I've just gone through? Let me just have a look on the chat and see. Oh, there's lots of chat here. Let me see.
I've got a question just straight off the bat. I missed the last bit because I had some cats playing up. But with the new system, how will the posting work?
That's not something I can actually discuss at the moment. It will not change it at all at this moment in time. I don't know what head office have planned on a long-term basis whatsoever. But it won't change anything because you're going to pay through your back office like normal. And we should be able to have credit card system, and then we just get notification and the product can be dispatched out.
Well, for me it'll change because most of my, I don't have many customers in the UK. Mine are like in Australia and stuff. So that posting it from the America is just about the same cost as posting it from the UK. So that, and it's probably a bit quicker as well.
So then that's something you need to interact with Angie with then, isn't it, Lisa, so that you can sort something out with Angie and find a solution for you both. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to ask, because I have no clue what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's something we can work on. It's 2 customers per sign up to be done per calendar month. It's Jackie, your 2 customers has to be in a calendar month. But say obviously you joined today, being the 2nd of October, you would have to the end of November, because you've signed up today, so that means that this month, October, is sorted on both AMP and personal customers. So then you would just need them for November. Let's have a look. How long does it take conversation to drop into your back office? Mine's not showing. Right, Christina, could you private message me, Christina, and tell me who your upline is, please, and also just tell me when you actually put these customers through, because it doesn't. It's kind of, we work from behind. So any customers you put through now, you'd actually get paid a week on Friday. So it doesn't work where it's straight away the next week. But Christine, if you message me, I will look into that for you and I'll help you any way I can. Still much. Yeah, it shouldn't change anything with our deliveries. Delivery will still be going from the UK. So does anybody want to unmute and just ask any questions?
Yeah, I've got one.
Okay, Marjorie.
When a new person joins one box to start with, and they're paying the £23 for joining, aren't they? As well.
Yeah, they will, yeah.
If they decide not to go ahead, do they get that £23 back?
No. Well, they're not paying for that initially. They're only paying for that when they actually take their position. So the first, say they came in now, it would be completely free until they decide to come in and buy a box of coffee. So they're in then anyway.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I have another one for you. It just isn't really nothing much to do with what you've just been saying, I don't think. But are we likely to have videos in our back office like another company does that I know about? You know, like you having yours anyway.
There'll be lots. There'll be lots of videos. There is videos in the Pocket Funnel, which obviously we had initially, and the Pocket Funnel is something that you pay for each month. There's videos and there's links there. I've had videos done. I shared a coffee one the other week that everybody was allowed to use, and I'm getting one done for the capsules. I've also got a video of the presentation of the compensation plan on a slideshow that I will be sharing later on this week, and Andrew and I will be working on a lot of videos as well to actually show training on the back office. So, but there will be videos, corporate ones will be done. George is planning on doing quite a lot of filming.
And can we do our own in there when we are proficient enough to do it? You know, when it's
you can do any form of self-promotion. You know, if you want to do a video yourself, then that's your choice. It's just like doing a live, isn't it? So if you want to do a live or video yourself talking about the company or the product, then that's your choice. As long as it's compliant, then that's absolutely fine, Marjorie.
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Any other questions?
Yeah, I have a question. Do you have any idea on time frame as to when we'll be able to do the one box sign-ups?
like I said, it all depends when the compensation plan's ready. So we're talking weeks. I don't want to give it, well, we haven't been given a date, but they were talking like 2 to 3 weeks. So we just have to be as open as that, really. That's why I haven't really kind of put any posts out, because I don't want anyone jumping to the gun and it may just get delayed. We've got to make sure they've got to get everybody across and that all our back office is working for us. And then obviously we'll have a link that we can share. So without a timing on that, Becca, I wouldn't want to say at the moment in time. But it's soon, very, very soon. It's imminent. Shall we say imminent?
Lovely.
Okay. Anybody else?
Well,
No?
I'll ask you one.
Go on then.
Are you happy with your water machine?
My water machine is not opened yet.
Oh.
And I'll tell you why it's not opened. Because same again, Angie wants me to video it, and you know I'm not good at videos. You know I don't like that.
Oh, you rubbish, aren't you?
So I've got to do that, but I also feel that I need to have a little bit more knowledge on it, and
You're brilliant, girl.
I think I need to have a little bit more knowledge on it, and also I had to have a conversation with George, which didn't happen when I was over at head office. Right. We had to have a conversation of how we can launch it in the UK, because we're going to have to do it differently to the States. Okay, for many different reasons, which I'll go through. So until I had that conversation, I wasn't going to open mine at all, because it could have even been a point where we might not have been able to have it here in the UK. But we can. We've got a system. We've got something sorted for us. So it is fantastic news. And that's something that George and I discussed, I think, on Thursday night. So hopefully that'll start getting into place. So I'll get mine open now and I'll let you all know about it.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll shut up.
No, it's all right. The training for the water system, like I say, I don't know whether there's actually training in the back office. If you look on BT Global's Facebook, you've got Jane and Lewis did a video and some training about the water. But Angie's probably got more knowledge than myself, so I'm quite happy over the next few Tuesdays and Thursdays to put some time out with Angie and start going through all these different aspects for you. What happened was, well, obviously everything's been so, not fast because everything's gone smoothly, but the water came upon us quite quickly. And the skincare, and for us in the UK it was paramount that we got everything grass with the coffee and the capsules, and then obviously we needed that to be even stronger than ever because of obviously what was happening to other companies. So everything is in a plan, it's just obviously in a timed order. Yeah, that'd be great, Angie. Yes. Angie, is there anything that you would like to add to what we've already discussed this evening?
I was talking and I forgot I was on mute. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I did learn a lot this weekend, just going over, and because we did our home and garden show this weekend, and we had the water machine and we did the testing. And first of all, we go and we buy our reverse osmosis water from this one healthy company store. And it's not healthy. It's horrible water. The pH levels are horrible. And so we're not buying no more of that water. In fact, Bobby should be hooking my water up today. But one of the things that I learned was a testimonial from Anne-Marie Golimpsky from North Carolina. She shared this in our group also about her son. He's a teenager. He had acne really bad. They've tried everything. Gone to doctors, tried to get his acne on, under control, get him on medications, you name it. As soon as she started him on the water and did it to a certain level, don't ask me what level because I can't remember. And after about a week or two, his acne was disappearing. And she thought, okay, something's odd here. This is remarkable. And she had him stop drinking water for a week. His acne started coming back. So now, after a few weeks, his acne is totally cleared up. And her daughter, she's a registered nurse, and her daughter is an esthetician, and they just opened another spa, and they're using the V water hydrogen for using for their facials and some other, you know, areas that they have to do the spas in. And they can't believe the testimonials from their patients and their customers on how amazing their skin is feeling. And they're selling the water out of their spa too. So that was something I learned this weekend. So I thought, okay, this is pretty interesting. So I'm curious to see, maybe I'll be 10 years younger in a month, huh?
You're looking fantastic anyway with all that, you know, your weight loss and the skincare and everything.
Oh, thank you.
Really, really good, Angie. Really, really good. Does anybody have any questions for Angie whilst we've got her with us this evening? Anything specific for Angie? Or is there anything you'd like us to go through? And then next week, we're going to go through different aspects of the compensation plan. So we'll literally go through the breakdown of them so that you can understand them more. But it's 10 o'clock, so I don't want to keep you any later. I know that obviously your time is precious, but if you've got if anyone wants to ask myself or Angie or an open question, please do. Just unmute yourself. No? Are we all good?
Quiet.
I know. Was tonight helpful? Did it help anybody just to try and think of a different way, think out of the box, rather than, right, Karen, thanks, love, rather than just doing the generic script message?
Oh, it's been better tonight, I think.
Yeah, has it helped you?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, good. So just kind of go back to thinking, well, I have certain slots in my week where I can actually just meet someone for a quick coffee. And it only needs to be 45 minutes to an hour. And you can actually quite easily do that from going to the bank or to a supermarket and tie it in and just think, right, I've got this many slots in my week. Who am I going to get to? Who am I going to speak to? And then these people are actually going to be a lot warmer market because it's people that you can actually connect with. Go to your salons, especially on a Monday and a Tuesday, and say, is there any chance I can just come and have a coffee with you next week? I want you to try this coffee. It's absolutely fantastic. You know, you're going to earn 50% profit margin. You'll say 50% profit margin to a salon owner, I'll tell you what, their eyes will be wide open. Okay, I'll leave this coffee with you. Can we make a time for next Monday or Tuesday or any time where you're quieter? Okay, what's the worst that they can say? If you came up to me and you said all that to me, I think, oh yeah, well, why not? Might as well, because they're the perfect audience for you because they are talkers. You've heard Eloise. We're talkers. We have to talk to people. So to have a topic of conversation and we'll provide hot drinks is perfect. So if you walked into an establishment like a hair, beauty, nail salon, sunbed salon, a gym, the worst thing they can say to you is, no, thank you. I would still say, thank you for your time, but I'll leave this with you and you've got my details if you change your mind. Try a coffee. And I still leave a stick, one stick. They won't have any more from one stick if they've turned me away though. I'd still leave a stick and then I might just call after a couple of days and say, did you try that coffee? Okay, so just try and think of different ways. I think people are building up a brick wall and they're not breaking it down and just thinking, all they have to say is no. You're not going to go home and cry because someone said no to you. It's just a matter of, okay, that person said no. It could be a no forever or no, not now, or I haven't actually tried that coffee and when I've tried it, I feel fantastic and I'll get in touch. Or they're in. Simple as that. But it doesn't matter to us. You've just got to go out there and the more you do it, you'll build your confidence up. And then you can do that. I've done that so simply, those 5 points, that you could sit down with any spa salon owner and go through those 5 points. And because they're business minded, they would grasp that. They don't have to be multi-level marketers. You don't have to don't say anything about building a team to somebody who owns a salon. You would follow that through once they're really selling. And if they said, oh, have you got any customers or anybody or any other acquaintances that you know who would like this product in their salon because you would benefit from it? And you would say it like that. You wouldn't say build a team or, because I've got a lot of acquaintances of salons. And I tell you what, salons are very hard to get into, if I'm honest. They're not easy to get into because the brick wall's up, especially if you mention multi-level marketing, because 3 years ago, we got rammed every day of every company going. Continually, okay? So in all the chats now and all the forums, it's like a no-go. So don't mention that. Mention go with the product. Go with the product, build them up as a customer, and then you can follow through from that. Okay, and we'll be doing following up as another training as well. But you've also got to remember, you can always say, I can connect you with somebody who's had a salon for 30 years, and she can tell you how it goes in her salon. And we can do all things like that as well. Okay, I will do that for you. So, somebody did just ask something then. Great tip from the inside. Just the way, just go to the back and cry because you told you didn't want dessert. That's exactly right. That is just so true. You know, it's a simple no. They're not being rude. It's just not for them. So don't take it personally. I always say to people, I don't know whether she's on this call, is I don't know whether I've ever said this before about the hamster. But if I haven't, remind me and I'll tell you another time about little hamster because it makes me giggle, but nobody else might find it funny apart from Eloise. Right, skincare, Karen. Basically, with the skincare, we can sell it to people, but it is not yet in its long-term packaging or obviously boxing. Okay, so it's kind of similar to how it was with the capsules. When the capsules started being shared April, May time, make sure that they were good, make sure people get results. We're kind of like that. Now, I think the skincare is fantastic. I've seen a massive difference in my skin. I really, really have. So that's basically how we are. So yes, we can retail it at the moment in time, but it will have different packaging and maybe a different name. And obviously it will have all the ingredients on there and it will be boxed and presented. Okay, so that's how we currently are with the skincare. So, right, well, I think we're past our time now, aren't we? Just a few minutes past. So I would like to thank Angie for joining us. Bless her, trying to do our PayPal invoices while she's joining us. So that's lovely. Thank you for being with us once again, Angie.
Oh, thank you, guys. And Alison, I did want to tell you, remember when you were telling us last week about how you share and when people ask you how you're looking, or man, you look amazing, or wow, you lost weight, you say, oh, it's the coffee. And I've been using that now. So thank you for that little golden nugget. It works, because I had someone walk up to me just today. I had to go do an appointment. Bye, honey. And she goes, oh my gosh, she hasn't seen me like in 3 or 4 years. She goes, oh my gosh, Angie, you've lost so much weight. What are you doing? Oh my gosh, you look amazing. Are you doing Weight Watchers? And I started laughing. I go, oh no, it's my coffee. It's my healthy coffee. And you know, before I even got home, she messaged me and says, give me your website. I want to order some.
Exactly right. I mean, I think for me personally, one of my personal hiccups is I struggle with accepting compliments. So somebody said to me, because obviously I've lost 5.5 stones. So somebody said to me, you're losing weight. I'd go, yeah, but I've still got 2 stone to go. Or I've still got a stone to go. I couldn't turn around and say, thank you very much. I always threw back a negative. And this has been my little saving grace, because I can turn around and say, oh, it's due to my coffee. So it enables me to be able to, it's like a coping mechanism for me, because I don't know what else to say apart from, oh, thank you very much. But then I know how hard it is to lose weight. And if that person is really struggling, you know, I do want to try and kind of not go, you know, it is tricky. It is tricky when someone close to you is losing weight and somebody else isn't. I've been there so many times. So I kind of throw it in. And if somebody comments about my skin, I did a recent before and after picture that we put on Facebook, and the first picture was from New Year's Eve of this last year, 2016, and the other one was from a garden party I was in August. And I think that the structure of my face looks completely different, but I'm exactly the same weight, because we have had someone message Louise and complain saying that I'm too thin and it's not a good advert. But I'm exactly the same weight on both pictures, but it just shows how my face has changed. So whether it's the adeline and the capsules that helps with the visceral fat and it's defining more, I'm not quite sure, but I am the same weight on both those pictures. What happens is I've said that there is a difference. There's a major difference. There is a major difference, but there's not a huge difference on the actual weight, as in stones. which when I think if you look at them, it just look quite different, but it's just more sculpted. And I think that's the skincare, and I think that's the coffee, and I think that's the capsules. But actually as stones, you're talking pounds, not stones, difference in them. So it just shows that, you know, these products are actually working, and the adeline's working, and that the coffee's working as well. So that's great news for us all, isn't it? So thank you very much for joining us this evening. We've got our opportunity call at 9 o'clock on Wednesday. So I'm going to hopefully, fingers crossed, go through our new one. So that will be me nervous again. So I'm going to go through the new UK one. It's UK for the first half, and then when it gets into the nitty gritty of the builder code, I've kept it in dollars because there'd have been pence here, there and everywhere. So we're going to do that on Wednesday, and as soon as the compensation plan is there ready, we'll start on training with that for you, and we'll just start from the basics, and we'll build up, and we'll all learn it together. So thank you so much for your time, guys. I'll try to straight. Oh yes.
Bye.
Before you go, can you hold the board up, please, just so we've got it at the end of the video, like the full board with all your...
with my beautiful writing.
Yes.
Being hidden from the right hand side as we look at it.
Oh, sorry, it's how I was writing it. So you've got product, you've got money basically that we earn a wage, a commission. You've got comp plan, customers, that's what we need. And that we've obviously got fast money through to long-term retirement money.
Who are you talking to?
Lisa.
Okay.
Right.
If you, what I might be able to do is get someone to type all my notes out that I took when I was in the States, and there will be bullet points, there will be simple notes, but you're very welcome to use them.
Yeah.
It won't be anything that's technical. It won't be anything, a document really to share. It's just my notes that I'm very welcome for people to use. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Always welcome. Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night, everyone.
Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.